power of prayer. Once upon a time, Jesus and his close friends, Peter, James, and John, had a big adventure on a mountain. When they came back down, they found a bit of trouble waiting for them. A large crowd had gathered, and some people were arguing with Jesus' other friends, the disciples. A worried dad had brought his son to get help, because a mean spirit was making life very hard for the boy. The disciples tried their best to help, but they just couldn't make the spirit go away. Now, let's see what happens when Jesus steps in to help the boy and teach everyone a little more about faith and prayer. One day, after Jesus and his friends Peter, James, and John came down from a big mountain, they saw a lot of people gathered around. Some people were arguing with Jesus' other friends, the disciples. When the people saw Jesus, they ran over to say hello, because they were so surprised to see him. Jesus asked,
"What are you arguing about?"
A man stepped forward and said,
"Master, I brought my son to see you. He can't talk, because a mean spirit won't let him. This spirit is really nasty, it throws him to the ground, and he shakes and drools. I asked your friends to help him, but they couldn't."
Jesus looked at the people and said,
"Oh, you need to have more faith. Bring the boy here to me."
So, they brought the boy to Jesus. As soon as the spirit saw Jesus, it threw the boy into a fit, and he fell and rolled on the ground. Jesus asked the boy's dad,
"How long has he been like this?"
Since he was very little, the spirit often hurts him, but if you can do anything, please help us.
The dad replied. Jesus said,
"If I can, anything is possible, if you believe."
Right away, the dad shouted,
I do believe. Help me believe even more.
Jesus saw that more people were rushing over to see what was happening, so he quickly told the mean spirit,
"You can't hurt him anymore. I order you to come out and never go back."
The spirit screamed, gave the boy one last shake, and then left him. The boy was so still that some people thought he was gone. But Jesus took his hand, helped him up, and he was fine. Later, when they were alone, the disciples asked Jesus,
"Why couldn't we make the spirit leave?"
Jesus told them,
"This kind of problem needs prayer to solve."
In the end, after Jesus commanded the mean spirit to leave the boy, he was completely healed. The boy, who had been so troubled by the spirit, was now free and able to be like other kids again. Everyone watching was amazed at what Jesus could do. Jesus then took some time to talk with his disciples privately. They were curious about why they couldn't help the boy themselves. Jesus explained that some problems are very tough and can only be solved by praying. This taught everyone a big lesson about the power of prayer and having faith in God. So, thanks to Jesus, the boy went back home happy and healthy, and all his friends learned an important lesson about trusting and asking for God's help in tough times. The moral of the story of Jesus healing the boy with a spirit in is about the importance of faith and prayer. It teaches that belief can open the door to miraculous possibilities. When faced with challenges, having faith can lead to solutions that may seem impossible. This story highlights that faith, combined with prayer, can bring about change and resolution in tough circumstances.
Thank you. We will see in the next video. Until next time, may blessings guide your path.